Hello everybody, what's going on? It's DTA with DTA Vaping. Oh yeah! Alright, so hopefully you guys are tuning in to watch this video if you have a Snow Wolf. Alright, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about the temperature, a little more about the temperature control, and some things that I don't know, I didn't really notice at first, but after using it today and yesterday, actually, I've noticed about this temperature controlled setting on the Snow Wolf 200. So if you have one and you want to find out some more about it, please stay tuned and we'll talk all about it. Also, I don't know if this is a problem on any other temperature controlled mod, like Sigelli 150, all the E-Leafs, iSticks, whatever. I don't know if this is a problem on them, but to me, it's kind of a problem and it's kind of not. I mean, it's kind of a cool feature, but it's kind of not. So let me shut up and just start talking about it. All right. So I'm going to show you guys the screen on the Snow Wolf. Again, it's such a pain in the ass to do, but because I love you guys out there, I'm going to do it for you guys and show you guys the screen and what I'm talking about. But first, let me turn this on. Okay. All right. I'm going to drip some juice on here. And I'm going to vape on this, okay? And I'm going to explain to you guys what I'm talking about in a few seconds here. Don't you worry, don't you worry. Okay? So I'm dripping on, in case you're wondering about the juice that I have here. This is Cosmic Fog's Euphoria, okay? This is it's like a cereal blend. And I do have a review coming for this juice. I have a juice review for every bottle of juice that I got from sample box. Okay, there we go. Couldn't think of what I was going to say, but it's okay. Okay, so right now there is not nickel coils in here. There is two. It's a 0.2 ohm build, and it's dual coil Canthal. Okay, so I'm just running it at 35 watts. Okay, I'm going to fire it here. Now, what I want to talk about today is temperature control. Okay, so when I fire this, and I'm gonna dive down and show you guys what the screen looks like in a few seconds here. But when I fire the button, right, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Don't you worry. When I fire the button, the 35 watts does not fluctuate. It says 35 watts when I press the button, and everything's good. Everything's good to go. It's firing at 35 watts. Okay. Now I'm gonna put the top cap on here. I'm gonna vape on it, and because I want to vape. Nice 35 watts. Alright, so let me get to the point why we are all here today. Alright, so I know I just dripped this, but I'm going to take it off here. Okay, and we're going to put on this Kangar Sub-Tank Mini here, which has a 0.15 atomizer, 0.15 ohm atomizer in here. And it is nickel, it is nichrome, whatever you want to call it. It's a nichrome atomizer. So I'm going to screw it on the Snow Wolf here. I'm going to press the fire button. It's going to say new atomizer, yes or no. Yes. Alright. Now, when I press the fire button, the wattage on the screen fluctuates. And I'm going to show you guys, don't worry, I keep saying it, don't worry, I will show you guys what I'm talking about. But when I press the fire button, the wattage will fluctuate. So it'll go like 20 watts, it'll go 17 watts, and it'll fluctuate up and down. So I don't know if that's because it's because we're running it in temperature control, but I don't know if that's supposed to happen or if it's not supposed to happen. So I'm making this video pretty much to ask you guys out there if yours does the same, and if it does, don't worry because mine does it too, and I'm sure it's probably a feature for temperature control. And I'm also saying that if you have a different mod, like a Sigelli 150 or any of the E-Leafs or any other mod that does temperature control, does yours do the same thing? So please, if you're watching this video, comment below. But right now, I'm going to dive down. I'm going to put the RDA back on there and show you guys that. And I'm going to screw this tank on here and show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, let's hit this at the 35 watts that it's set at. It is on, I'm actually going to change the degrees in Fahrenheit. All right. Oh, and by the way, if you guys want to see a review on the Turbo V2 that I have right here that I was using a second ago, I have a review on my channel for that right now. And this is the Kangar Sub-Tank. I do have a review on it. It's a little bit older. I think I reviewed it probably like a month or two ago. But there is a review on the Kangar Sub-Tank as well if you guys are interested in this tank. So let's hit this. Let's hit this here. Pretty decent clouds, but like I said, because it fluctuates, I don't know if it's hitting at different wattages or if it's constantly hitting at the 35 watts that I have it set at or what it's doing. But it's just something that I noticed today. I had my friend hit it and I was staring at the screen actually and I noticed it fluctuating. I don't know if I broke it or what, but let's dive down and show you guys what I'm talking about. Alright everybody, what's going on? I'm back here and I'm going to try to do my best possible recording of this so you guys can see it. I'm going to make sure that it's focused on the screen there. Okay, so now I have the RDA on here and I explained to you guys a minute ago that this has the Kanthal wire in it. It's not temperature controlled for this RDA, so there's no nickel in there. So now I'm going to hit the fire button and hopefully you guys can see that the stuff does not fluctuate. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer to the screen here. Bring it a little bit closer. So you can see that 0 on the right there. If it was fluctuating, you would be able to see that 0 change. So I'm just hitting the fire button a little bit here, and you guys can see the smoke coming out there. Alright, so 36 watts every time I hold the fire button down. Okay, it doesn't fluctuate. So let me screw this, let me screw the other, the temperature controlled tank, the nichrome, the nickel, whatever you want to call it. Let me screw that down on here. Okay. Make sure it's in focus so you guys have something to watch while, while you're waiting here. Okay. So let's screw this down on top of here. And I just want to show you guys that it will ask you new atomizer yes or no. You just click yes. Okay. Now, let me focus this again here. You guys can see what I'm talking about. So now if you watch, that will fluctuate. So now we're going to set it, let's set it at, I got to change it here. Okay. Let's set it at 30 watts so I don't burn my coil out here. So it's at 30 watts there. There we go. 30 watts. So we hit the fire button, it'll fluctuate, and you guys can see that very, very nicely on the screen there. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys what I'm talking about. So we hold the fire button down. I'm just going to show you guys one more time, and then we'll take it back up top. Alright, so if you hold the fire button down, you could see that it fluctuates there. Okay, and I just wanted to mention that. Alright, so if you guys have noticed that on your mod, and I'm going to go back up top, so let me go back up top and talk a little bit more on it. There we go. Alright guys, so as I was saying, if you noticed that on your mod, don't worry, because I have the same problem. Now, it's not really a problem to me. It's my opinion on it is I think that it does that because it's regulating how hot the coil gets. So you have it, if I have it set at say 500 degrees Fahrenheit, it's going to burn that coil at a certain wattage. So it's going to fluctuate so it can keep that wattage like at temperature controlled, right? So say if I wanted to, because this goes up to I think 662, right? If I want to put it at 662 degrees Fahrenheit, it might actually stay at the wattage that I set it at, right? Because if you burn it at 30 watts, right, that coil is going to get a certain amount of degrees, and it'll regulate the amount of degrees. It'll fluctuate for the amount of degrees it needs to keep the coil cool, right? So, being that I have it at 511 degrees Fahrenheit and 30 watts, I'm guessing that it'll fluctuate, right? But if I put this up to 60 something watts, it'll probably, say I put it up to 60 watts and I want to vape it at 500 degrees Fahrenheit, right? It'll probably go all the way down to like 10, 15 because 60 watts is a lot of power and it'll heat that coil up very fast. So that's my opinion on it, and that's why I think it does it. So in a way, I kind of like it. In a way, it kind of like annoys me a little bit because I don't like the screen, fucking around with me when I'm vaping on it, or even messing with me when I'm vaping on it, right? I like it a certain amount of wattage. If I set it at that 30 watts, I like it at the 30 watts. That's why I put it on the 30 watts, right? Or 35 or 40 or whatever fuck I want it on, right? So in a way, it kind of pisses me off. So that's just, I guess, a downfall of vaping on temperature controlled. So if you guys have noticed this, don't worry. I wanted to make this video for you guys to inform you on what it's doing, or my opinion on what it's doing, right? So I don't think it's broken, but I just wanted to make this video to inform you guys, and hopefully it helped you out, and you're not nervous anymore if you thought your mod was broken. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching the entire video. I am DTA with DTA Vaping, and don't forget to live long and vape on. I will catch you guys in the next vid. Peace.